Hello, everybody. Brad here, and I have coffee. I was just thinking about my the weird place that coffee holds as my kind of safety net, and how Fritz Perls said that all he needed to do therapy was a couple chairs and a cigarette, and his cigarettes, and I feel like I need a couple chairs and my coffee. Um, but I am not. I didn't make this video just talk about that. I'm gonna tell you three things of good news in this video, and it's gonna be fun. First piece is that the financial kind of concerns that were going on, especially with TRICARE, are resolving. Things are getting much more stable, and that's obviously great. I have, I think we've seen maybe about 80% of TRICARE stuff come in, somewhere in there. They're paying at, there's still a few errors. They're paying at a funny rate. They are also denying really random claims. We can't, there's no rhyme or reason. So what we think it is that it's just a feature of the system having a lot of bugs that they're working out, because there's no rhyme or reason. It's not by provider, it's not by patient, it's just kind of by some mystical thing in the background. Maybe it's claims with odd numbers or something, I don't know. But bottom line is that it looks like they're fixing the system, and they've done very good at getting us a big chunk of our money. 75-80% have been paid, and so that's wonderful, and it has taken the pressure off. And so for you, I want you to have in your head that we're not out of the woods yet, but we're out of the scary part of the woods. and it's spring, and it's like, okay, we're going to survive this. We're going to be okay. And I really think that as far as just, for the average staff, that you don't need to worry about that and any of that, if you even were worried to begin with. But if you were, I would say let it go. Second piece of good news is that we are going to do a little company get together. We're going to do this one at my place. We've a couple years, I think maybe 3 years, we've done a spring get together at my place. I really enjoy that. It's kind of fun because we just have a little bit of time that you can linger. It's not like if we go to a restaurant or something, you can't just hang out all day. You kind of eat and hang out for a bit, and then you're supposed to kind of get out. So, but I like having a little more time to just kind of linger and mill around and stuff. And reasons that you might want to come. One is to judge how I live. That's always fun. And then two would be to get to mingle with people that maybe aren't at the site that you're at, as people within the company that work in, if you're in Eagle River, people that work in Anchorage or Wasilla, or, vice versa. And, network or whatever, or just kind of hang out, and we'll have food, we'll do all that. So the day is May 31st. It's a Saturday. We'll do noon and probably go till 6, 7, 8. You can come for 30 minutes, walk around, shake a few hands, grab a piece of pizza, run away. You can come and hang out for hours. I'm a big cigar and like pipe, tobacco pipes and stuff, and so we'll have the adults, anybody who wants that will, we'll get away from all the kids and stuff. But please bring kids, husbands, wives, boyfriends, girlfriends, whatever. And then the other thing that you can bring too is, if you know any providers that you've been thinking about, trying to kind of, friends of yours that you, or somebody that you kind of want, if it is a good chance to just kind of, for them to kind of meet, the other people that work here, me or Mike or whoever, might be somebody that would sway them to, decide one way or the other to come on or not. And we're not looking to do a lot of hiring, but we do have a few rooms that are a little empty, so so that is a very open to that, and it's always good to make connections. So if you have any provider friends or or coworkers from somewhere else that you're like, I think so and so would be a really good fit here, you can invite them too, and just say, hey, there's just gonna be a bunch of people hanging out, and it's real low key. If you want to come by, I won't do any weird like sales pitch, or what, no pressure, but it'll be nice to shake hands. So that's good. So May 31st, 12 to 8ish, come anywhere in that realm. I would, what's the other thing about that? I spaced it. Anyway, yeah, but I'll put it in email. I'll just give you directions, all that kind of stuff in email. So there we go. All right, good news number 3. Good news number 3 is that for the company rebranding to Glint, from Lighted Path to Glint, we've got almost all the headshots now. We've almost all the bios. Mike's done a really great job of kind of getting that together, and Mike and Erica are kind of collaborating to get the website all caught up, and so that is coming along. My tentative, don't hold me to it, hope is that we can unveil the Glint website June 1st. What I'm planning on doing is once they get it up and to where they're like, it's ready to go, I'll send you guys the link before it goes public, and you can, if you want to, you don't have to, but if you want to, you can go look at your bio and stuff, and even kind of proofread through the website, just get a bunch of eyes on it for typos, errors, that kind of thing. So you get to see it before everybody else does. We are going to do we're going to have the Lighted Path website and info online at the same time as Glint for a while, maybe a year even, because Lighted Path is where that's the name that everybody knows. We've spent a decade, building that. So we don't want to just like, if you search for Lighted Path, nothing comes up. That'd be terrible, right? So we want a website that says Lighted Path. So we're going to keep the old one. We're actually going to update it a little, not pour a ton of effort, but we're going to kind of polish it up, get your stuff on that one too, and have both running simultaneously, and be kind of telling, letting clients get familiar with the transition. We'll probably get some, we'll get the new, signs for the buildings and those kind of things, but we'll have, we'll send emails to the clients. You'll tell them there'll be stuff in the waiting rooms for them to know that it's just a name change. Their insurance rates stay the same with us. All the, nothing else is changing for them. So yeah, so that's good. So the Glint stuff's happening. We got a hangout. The money's chilling out, becoming a stable thing like it usually is. And so I really think that this for those of you who don't know, I was on vacation for a little bit, and we got sick, and I came back and I was like sick for like a week and a half, which is really annoying. But now that I'm out of the fog, I even have a little scratchy voice still, but now that I'm kind of like out of the fog and getting caught up, it's like, oh, we're like heading into a really good season, and it feels very much like spring. It's got that feeling of like, okay, the buds are coming up and things are going to start blooming and stuff like that. So the sun's going to be out and all that. So I feel optimistic, happy, bright, all those things. I hope that you do as well. And with that, I'm going to wrap this video up, but I just thank you guys for being a part of this. If you can make it to the thing on May 31st, I hope you do. If you can't, totally understand. Or if you don't want to, totally understand. It's not obligatory. They never are. But if I see you there, I see you there. All right. Have a good day.